Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They go again with Pierce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Panther Street! Panther Street!
First and 10, it's Pierce. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. The Texans had a woeful 3-12 on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it's third down. You talk about this Titan defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Azeez Al-Shaair in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football.
Hey, Lion! Hey, I've got it.
On first down, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. Now Lawrence to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pressure. Let's see what they can do on third down. First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken at the 46. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
W18.
Play action. Stroud now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Street.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fights through, and now a crease. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
At the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And Stroud now to throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Another carry for Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19.
Now Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the
on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. Here's 3rd down and 4.
To throw is Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hand off to Spears.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Deep.
Spears with another carry.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill.
This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill.
Got this complete to Racey McMath.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch.
They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a bedroom play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to Spears.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston. Chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 15. And they will bring this one back. A final return for a Texans touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
Out of the gun again to Spears.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
Hey.
Here's Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because they'll run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 73 yards. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Tannehill. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by McMahon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Spears. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo there to make the grab. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 17.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
The Texans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And here's a give to Spears.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's Tannehill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a run by Spears.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tajay Spears, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now the try here for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 3rd and 9.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And now a run to Spears. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run with Spears.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On now is the Titans punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
They're on 21-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now Stroud. And this is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on second down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Here's Stroud. Into the hands of Singletary. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Now third down and 7. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Let's go now.
Second down 8 yards to go. Stroud to throw it. He'll get this complete to Collins. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
A big play looming on third down. Here's Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
On third down, here's Spears. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Fourth quarter is not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, all game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays this defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now Tannehill with his first throw in OT. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT, and now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
It's Drew Sanders who diagnosed that play and stopped him short of the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
3rd down and 13. Now Stroud.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A 52-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Texans,
they get a rare victory to move to 4-12 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.